Really? Because the hostility you're bringing really feels more personal.
Let's give them some credit. They did also humble brag about how booked and busy and important they are.
You make people feel special. You gas them up so much they don't realize they've been completely isolated. I'm here to make sure you never rope Tyler into that cycle of torment again.
Andale moved to America from South Africa in junior year, just after Jala and Tyler had one of their more dramatic breakups. The entire class ended up taking sides. As the new kid without any idea of the complicated history between them, Andale became a battleground in their romantic rivalry.
You started confiding in me about your relationship with Tyler, getting my sympathy, making me believe your version. I thought Tyler was a monster, and I fell for you. Forget the false pretenses of our brief relationship. You stole years of friendship with Tyler from me. That's what I can't forgive.
Don't deny we had a spark. You were new, exciting. You didn't have any preconceived notions about me.
And the fact that Tyler was the first person to speak to me had no part in it? You only became interested in me because you saw how much Tyler and I had in common. We shared perspectives you could never understand. I don't need resolution from you. I don't think you can actually change. The one thing I do know, your cruelty has no bounds.
So, are we still pretending this fight is about Tyler, or are we over that little fiction?
Tyler's the only reason I'm even entertaining this ridiculous charade.
So, persisting in the delusion. Got it.
Tyler is the one who helped me get as far as I have in understanding myself. I'm not gonna just watch you mess her up all over again. You struggle against your culture, but I embrace the support mine gives. You are trapped. You are lost. That's why you jump from one relationship to the next. Why you lie, cheat, evade. We're all just distractions from how uncomfortable you feel when you're alone.
It is too early in the day to be read for filth like this. Maybe even too early in the year.
They could have at least had the decency to get us drunk beforehand.
I'm not returning cruelty for cruelty, Jala, even though it would be entirely justified. I pity you. Your ancestors are turning over in their graves. Mine are standing shoulder to shoulder with me, making me stronger.
Looks like Andale's so mad at you, they're having a personality crisis. I mean, it's obvious Andale replaced you as Tyler's best friend the moment you left town. But don't you think they're being a little overprotective for just a friend?
No, that's just my jealousy and paranoia talking. Besides, it's none of my business.
Your emotional growth is so boring. You were so much more fun to be around when you were a mess.
You'd love it if I lost my cool like everyone else, wouldn't you? I refuse to let you get under my skin.
Indeed.
was thoughtless in high school? Newsflash, we were all teenagers. Thoughtlessness is practically in the job description.
You've never been anyone's rock, the one to rely on. No wonder you're so weak.
I'd respect you more if you could just admit that you're here for you, not for Tyler.
I'm the model child, a pillar of support for my family, an icon in my industry, helping my community thrive. I'll carry it all without a complaint. Unlike you, Jala.
Auntie!
Have you never thought of the sacrifice our families made? All their work and hope invested in you? And what did you do? Abandon them.
Come on! I have literally come home to face my past. Yeah, you really sound like a cool, collected person who definitely doesn't have strong feelings for me.
I don't want to make changes to my body. And I know what I'm shaped like. What people assume when they look at me. When people say non-binary, they think of someone petite, non-threatening. Not me. Sometimes I think, why try so hard to fight the inevitable? Maybe if I conformed, I would be recognized, understood.
You could try to cut off parts of yourself to fit people's expectations, but where does it end? Would you even be you anymore?
What do you know about what it's like to be perceived in a way that's completely different to how you feel? You know, I used to wonder if the reason you and Tyler could live so audaciously is because you're so American. You come from a culture of the future, always thinking about who you could be, not who you must carry within you. You had the privilege of being anything you wanted without question, and you chose to be the worst. You know, it's so funny how when we met, I was doing really bad, and you were just the queen of everything. But now I'm successful, sexy, and financially covering my parents, while you're crashing at home and everyone hates you. So funny, girl.
Ha ha. Hilarious. I don't know, Andale. I'm getting the distinct feeling you're not as secure as you claim to be. In fact, I'd say this little performance of yours reeks of insecurity.
Maybe a few top notes of desperation?
You know what? Fine. Maybe my culture can't handle me. Maybe my family won't ever be able to understand me. Forget them. My real family is the friends who never judge me and never pressure me. If my heritage hurts, why bother? Leave it behind. Throw me in that melting pot and put on the lid, baby.
What are you complaining about? You got Tyler in the end, and I'm the one left on the outside. Wait, what just happened there?
What always happens when kids break from a traditional upbringing? Chaos. Their attack is making them vulnerable too.
I can definitely relate.
No, really?
Indeed.
Don't you dare pity me. I'm telling you I'm better than you. You hurting me changed me for the better.
Not everything needs to be some great narrative of overcoming adversity. I hurt you. It was shitty. We could just admit that. But Andale, I don't think you have any idea who you really are. You're just bouncing from one extreme to the next.
Fine. The truth is, I'm a mess. I'm scared of being disconnected. But the idea that my family and community might reject me hurts more. I'm all over the place. I only tell my parents good news. I only tell my friends funny stories. I'm afraid I'm gonna be found out as a fraud in my industry every single day. I'm beyond boundaries, but am I beyond understanding? Will I always feel impossible? I don't want to compromise who I am. I contain multitudes, feminine and masculine, South African and American. I'm all of these things and yet defined by none of them alone. God, it feels so good to just say that all out loud. I feel stronger.
Wait. Did we just accidentally give our opponent a pep talk?
My skills were forged by real struggle, not the kind that coddled middle-class kids like you give themselves to be interesting.
You knew I was lying about Tyler. You wanted to believe me.
I've spent a lot of time not being able to stand being myself. I kept looking for someone else to validate me, but now I know. I'm the only one I'll ever need.
Admit it. You still wear some of the clothes I lent you junior year.
I meet so many people, none of them see me. All of them see the parts they want. I thought you were someone I could be whole with. What a disappointment.
The spirit of Timber Hills!
There's no can, only will. I outrank you in will, power, and willpower. So I will be stronger and I will defeat you.
I don't recognize you. In fact, I'm not sure if you recognize yourself right now.
What I should have recognized is that most 17-year-olds don't have 5 entire scorched earth breakups behind them.
You know what, Andale? I'm happy you and Tyler are friends. You've been a better friend to her than I have. hard as that is to admit. I'm sorry that what I did to you two got in the way of that. It was selfish. It was stupid. I know you don't owe me anything, but I really am trying to be better. I hope you can give me a chance to prove that.
I have to admit, this conversation has made me realize I have myself a little less figured out than I thought. For now, I'll reserve judgment.
Send me a text if you ever want to talk. I mean, you've clearly got my number.
By my count, you've confronted all your exes, apart from Tyler by now. Unless there are others I don't know about, which should be fine, of course.
Why did I have to go out with so many people who hold grudges and have exceptional memories?
Maybe a nice amnesiac next time.
You could just hit your head repeatedly and hope you get amnesia.
I still have no idea what to say to Tyler. If she even wants to resolve things.
Think of it this way. No matter what you say or don't say, it can't get much worse between you, can it?
Wow, that was cold. I didn't think the old man had it in him.
What I mean is, you've come this far. And with Tyler, you have nothing to lose and everything to gain.
Emma, do you want to cook with me?
Oh, do you have time for me today?
Mom, if you want to cook, just say so.
You've been extremely busy these past few days. I don't just want to assume you have time to spend with me.
Everyone on board the guilt trip carousel.
Mom.
Fine, Jala, since you insist.
Time for a fish fry.
Bunny chow? Really? You haven't asked for those in years. Not since high school, from my memory.
Uh-oh, she's getting suspicious. Abort, abort!
Is this really for you, Jala?
I wanted to make some for Andale. It's funny, I've made it so many times, but I've forgotten how.
What's funny, Jala, is how little I remember about this Andale person. You aren't involving me in some scheme, are you?
You love a scheme, Emma. Don't pretend you don't.
I like a subtle, well-planned, perfectly executed scheme. Yours are more like a car crashing into a volcano. Very well, Jala. Between Aruni's wedding, party's imminent arrival, and I don't have the time or energy to fight. I'll teach you. Come on.
That was too easy. I bet she was already hungry.
Start by washing your hands. Adequate. Do not underestimate the challenge of this recipe, Jala. Chop the garlic and ginger finely.
Got it.
You're not done yet. You'll need to cut the potatoes and lamb into cubes too.
Maybe we should invest in a mandolin.
Nonsense. We have no need for some specialized medieval French contraption.
I'll just start dicing the onions.
Good. But don't get overconfident. Stop trying to look pathetic. If you really need a break, I can take over.
This feels like a trap.
So? What? Should I take over? Since it's too difficult for you?
No, I'm not tired. I'm fine. I got it.
Good.
Wow, she sounded downright approving.
You'll need to get comfortable doing this often, Jala. Taking care of a family is hard work.
Ah, your hypothetical offspring have been officially invoked. And you've barely been chatting 10 minutes.
I really need to focus on this chopping in silence, Amma. Sorry.
Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no?
Finally.
All right. Light the stove and heat up some vegetable oil in a pan with a good bottom.
She said bottom.
Get your mind out of the gutter, Jala.
She said bottom.
Like working with a child. I really am an incredible teacher. Start by browning ginger, garlic, and onion until just fragrant. Don't step away or get distracted, Jala, or it'll burn and taste horrible.
Whatever you say, Ma.
I'm taking time out of my day to give you good advice, madam. The least you can do is be respectful.
Uh-oh, I can see your eyebrows furrowing, and I'd like to get out of this alive.
Sorry, Ma. Please.
Just stir before this meal is utterly ruined. Just like my mood. Even Party would approve. What am I saying? Maybe I should lie down. I finally remembered Andale.
Oh no.
They're Tyler's best friend, aren't they? Oh, Jala, did you really try and get between them?
It's more complicated than that. Why can't you take my side? Why do you always assume it's me who messed up?
When it comes to Tyler, even though you're a smart girl, you're emotionally stupid. When it comes to love, your judgment goes out the window. I truly cannot predict your behavior. It's enough to send me to an early grave.
When have you ever won challenging Mom directly like this? You have to learn to act weak, Jala.
I've only been home a few days, Ma. I just want to spend time with you. This isn't about Andale or Tyler or anyone else. Can we just focus on us?
Okay, Jala.
Victory!
It's time to add the lamb to the masala mix. You can handle that, can't you?
Yes, Ma.
You won't completely embarrass me in front of Party. Finally, we hollow out a loaf of bread to stir, pour, and serve the bunny chow in.
You made the bread as well?
You could use store-bought if you don't care what your food tastes like. I just like things to be done correctly. Now, let's finish the job. Your Auntie Chandra would be thrilled. Then again, I saw her burn rice twice. –
So, how is it?
I think you could hand this plate to anyone with pride. It's quite competent. Good work. Let's make pomfret fish fry. Start by washing your hands. Very good. First. You could be a decent cook. Pound some ginger. I knew you. Add the spices to the ginger garlic paste. You won't completely Very good. What else do you expect? Light the stove. Your Auntie Chandra would be thrilled. Then again, I saw. Now. I've already given you two.
How is it, Amma?
Crispy on the outside, flaky in the middle, spicy, a little acidic.
So, perfect in every way.
Your overconfidence will be your downfall, Jala.
Wow, this is a very intimidating group of women.
Jala, thank you for coming. I called you all because we need to talk about what's happening with these kids in town.
You really picked Jala for this job? Salma can't stand her, and I'm pretty sure Aisha has a burn book full of her yearbook photos. No offense.
Offense very much taken, thank you.
Soundy wouldn't let me in. She was my only option.
Oh, yeah. It has nothing to do with the torch you're still carrying for her.
If I didn't know any better, I'd say you sounded jealous. Say one more word and you lose a bun.
wouldn't dare.
Try me, princess.
Ladies, my shop is not the place for a cat fight.
Oh, good one, Auntie C.
Didn't two librarians pull each other's hair out over you right here last week?
What?
That's not... Ladies, let's remember what this is about. The kids. Do you think you're getting through to them, Jala? Convincing them to kick that soundy to the curb?
I'm cautiously optimistic. You can count on me.
Famous last words.
Seriously.
Uh-oh, they're ganging up on you now.
You have the same mindset as a teenager. Just speak their language.
A2, Auntie?
Salma will barely talk to me. So I guess Jala's our only hope. God help us.
God abandoned us a long time ago. We live in hell.
That's the positive attitude I know and love, Tyler, dear. Go see what's going on at the park, Jala. Hopefully what you've done is enough.
Stop messing with our jams. These were stolen fair and...
Dia! With the mirror cracked. I'm tired of looking at your
Do these tunes make me seem groovy?
Dia!
Ow!
Is this ambushing strange?
Oh! Marry me, and I'll let you stay. Yo,
I get that.
Sorry.
Dia! I deserve to walk around.
Let's just get married. It's worked for.
You can buy a map at Loops.
Oh, thank goodness. I swear, if the local scene got flooded with bootlegs again, I was gonna lose it.
Sounds like you need a better hiding spot. Or some hired muscle to strike fear into the hearts of your enemies.
What do you think I called you for? Not your conversational skills, that's for sure.
You're more about body language anyway.
In all seriousness, thank you. I've been so busy with festival planning, this was the last thing I needed. These tapes are for very dear repeat customers, and my mixes are custom curated every time.
They look sick as hell on delay. You can really tell the love you put in.
I smell something delicious.
I hope you know I risked my life for this. I had to cook with my mom.
How is Auntie Rukmini?
Thriving off the fear she instills in the people around her. Reminds me why I skipped town in the first place.
Blaming your mother for all your problems. Haven't you heard Freud's out of fashion these days?
Well, my stomach thanks you for your sacrifice and bravery.
help you?
Special delivery. You ordered some mixtapes from Andale?
Oh, finally. This is gonna make my shift go by so much faster.
We got off on the wrong foot. I'm making amends with Dia, and I was hoping we could start over too. Maybe we can even have a skate sesh together sometime.
Tone down the desperation. You reek of it.
Soundy's army doesn't take bribes. But thanks for the tunes.
It's you. What do you want?
I have a special delivery mixtape from Andale for you.
How could I know you haven't encrypted it with secret brainwashing messages? Like how if you listen to My Heart Will Go On backwards and fast forward at the same time, the opening lyrics actually say, Sears owns your soul.
Dang, you got me. Here's your tape anyway, kid.
Yeah, whatever, thanks, Mom. I said that on purpose and was kidding. I have to go in the back now for, not embarrassed reasons.
What an amazing day. I want to stay in this moment forever.
I can't believe I'm gonna say this, but you are a complete lifesaver for me today. I'm so happy I can cross this off my to-do list.
If I was greedy, I'd be asking for a cut of the profit.
Isn't getting on my good side payment enough? Beggars shouldn't be so choosy, babe.
A good business reputation is worth its weight in gold, and my services don't come cheap.
How new for you?
Jala Jayaratna, 25 years old, found dead in a ditch.
Haha, kidding, it's all love. Thanks, Jala. You're the VIP.
Jala, my guest of honor, welcome!
What's this about?
Maybe he's got some kindergartners for you to fight this time. Which would you rather fight? One giant 5-year-old or 10 Aishas, but she's kindergarten sized?
Jala, Jala, Jala. You don't yet know your place in Barefoot's future, do you? I brought you here to test my Cup Leader's mettle, and you defeated them all. You've showed them that they aren't ready, how much they still needed me. By crushing them, you've crushed the dissent inside, which only distracts from Barefoot and from my teachings. Thank you, Jala. I truly couldn't have done it without you.
Do you really not see how absolutely evil you sound right now? You can't still pretend this is helping them.
Pretend? You are the one who convinced both them and myself of my own significance. If they had been ready, they would not have fallen.
That's not how it works.
Don't you see? It's already too late. You broke their spirits for me, and thus the future of Barefoot is secure under my care.
Under your thumb, you mean?
Fear not, Jala. There's always room for you here, right by my side.
Great. Soundy's still on his throne, and the kids are more committed than ever. Congratulations, Jala. You somehow found a way to make a bad situation worse. Oh, I don't know why I was delusional enough to think getting you involved would be a good idea. You emanate disaster.
This is just a setback. We can regroup, try another approach.
We are not going to do anything. This is no longer a joint enterprise. I'll handle it from now on.
Tyler.
It's what I should have done from the get-go. This town isn't your responsibility. You're just gonna leave again anyway, aren't you?
That's a question I've been avoiding answering.
Yeah, I thought as much. I never should have asked for your help. The truth is, Jala, you're just a tourist. Nothing that happens here really matters to you. You can fix things or mess them up even more. Even if you do, you can just leave. You don't have to live with it. But I do.
Don't you think we need to have a real conversation, Tyler?
Why? So we can hurt each other some more? I'm doing us both a favor. There's nothing to be salvaged here, so why bother diving into the wreck? Why don't we skip to the end? Save ourselves the inevitable disappointment.
Tyler.
Goodbye, Jala.
So, Jala. Your Amma and I have something to tell you tomorrow.
I knew it. I'm bad relationship luck. It was only a matter of time before I broke up your marriage.
Jala, get a hold of yourself. If we were going to get divorced, we'd have done it in '83.
That's very specific.
It wasn't a great year, marriage-wise. But that's not the point. Just be nice to Amma tomorrow, okay, Jala? And try your best to stay calm.
Let me get this straight. You've been meeting Jala every day for the last week?
And you didn't have an emotional confrontation dripping with sexual tension, barely disguised as a psychodrama battle?
What can I say? I don't like to follow the crowd.
You really think you're better than us, don't you?
Andale.
No, they're right. You've said as much, Tyler. Repeat.
Wow, Irfan. Speaking up for yourself. I didn't know you had it in you.
You think we're pathetic. You've made it pretty clear.
Just be honest, Tyler.
Honesty? You want honesty? Fine. I'm jealous, okay? I know I shouldn't be. It's not even about you. But she chose every one of you over me.
Tyler.
I am that petty. Is that what you wanted to hear? I'm still hung up on her, even after everything. You think I think I'm better than you? That you're pathetic? What a goddamn joke. Jala only dumped the rest of you once.
Jala, you're finally awake. I've already had 3 cups of tea, a walk, a long chat with the neighbor, and solved the cryptic crossword in the paper.
It should be illegal to be so cheerfully productive in the morning.
Fresh air and good digestion are necessary to any enterprise, even a criminal one.
I always suspected she was a mob boss.
Well, if the very concept of morning is too much for you, I don't know how you're going to face the rest of this conversation.
Minnie?
Wait, Dad was both cryptic and ominous last night. Umma's extra spicy this morning. All signs point to imminent disaster.
Maybe you should drink some more tea, Jala.
Get it over with. I can't stand the suspense.
You warned her, didn't you?
Not a word, Minnie, I swear.
We agreed.
Children, can we focus up here, please?
My mother is coming to Timber Hills.
We should move, change our identities, take up new lives as bean farmers in North Dakota.
Good thinking. Pati considers anything larger than a public park dangerously rural.
Thank you, Jala, for your supportive attitude. I knew I could rely on you.
She swore she'd never leave Bangalore for anywhere with worse weather.
Which rules out pretty much the entire northern hemisphere, much less the Pacific Northwest. We thought we were safe.
Well, your Patti might not be the most traditional Indian grandmother.
But she's still an Indian grandmother.
Did you really think she'd miss her eldest grandchild's wedding?
Yeah. Maybe we should have seen this coming.
Speaking of which, Aruni's still avoiding you, isn't she?
I've looked for her everywhere, but she's sneaky.
You said I should give them their own space and that they'd figure things out in their own time.
Well, I still think it has its merits.
My mother's flight lands tomorrow, Arvind. Tomorrow!
Had its merits, I should say. I fully agree. Circumstances have somewhat overtaken us.
I'm putting an end to this nonsense. Jala, it's time to make Kiribat.
Do not be fooled into thinking kiribat is a simple breakfast dish made of rice and coconut milk. Kiribat is an institution, a way of life, a trial of Sri Lankan culinary skill, and let's be real, femininity. For our mother, an Indian Tamil woman married to a Sri Lankan Sinhalese man, Kiribat doesn't symbolize prosperity or mark celebratory occasions. Oh no. Each perfectly made dish is evidence that she cares, that she belongs, that she is worthy.
Let's go! Jala and Mom versus Kiribat. Knockout in round 1.
No, I meant to inspire awe and appropriate fear, not whatever this is.
Are you daydreaming, Jala? What could possibly be more important than fixing your relationship with your sister?
I don't know, Ma. The global system of capitalist extraction that is destroying the planet. Puppies? Tony Braxton's new single.
I'm only going to let that go because Breathe Again is my song. Why do you look so nervous, Jala? I'm planning to eat the kiribat, not you. Start by washing your hands. We will make kiribat. You will take the kiribat to Aruni and you will patch up today.
Kiribat isn't even her favorite, though.
It's not about the kiribat. It's about the carefully balanced application of threat and emotional manipulation.
Wow, Mom. That actually explains so much about our childhoods.
Now wash the rice till the water runs clear. That's good. Party can smell domestic discord, so I don't care if you two have to pretend everything's fine. Just put on a good show. That's all I ask.
Don't worry, Ma. We won't let you down. Message received.
That's all you're gonna say? Did you leave your spine in Jennifer's apartment?
It's probably wherever you lost your tact.
All I'm doing is telling you to stand up for yourself.
Earth to Jala, hello? Shred the coconut, please. Today, if... Even Party would approve. What am I saying? Blend the coconut with water. Not too fine, not too coarse.
I'll try.
Don't try. Set your mind to do it properly.
Dance, little Jala, dance.
I knew you had my cooking genes. After fixing your mess with Aruni, I still have to clean the house, do the laundry, and cook Party's favorites for tomorrow.
Sounds like...
No, we are not saying that. You need to stand up for yourself.
Were you saying something, Jala? All right then. Now hand mix the coconut milk till it's silky smooth. I really am an incredible teacher. Now go wash your hands.
What are we, a kid? We don't need to be told that.
You've never stopped me from saying something before.
Then tell her what you really think, so I won't have to.
Very good. Now thin down the coconut milk with water and mix it with the rice.
Oh, come on, really?
Nothing to say, Jala? That's a change. I've already given you too many compliments today. You're being suspiciously quiet, Jala. It's starting to make me nervous. Okay then. Now it's time to add the sea salt. Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no? Now it's time to light the stove.
Say something, Jala. Tell the truth. Isn't it time?
Very good. What else do you expect, Jala? A parade? Jala.
Just open your mouth.
Oh, damn, the pan's hot. Pour the mixture in, quick! Good. But
just open your mouth, Jala. The truth will fall right out. All you need to do is let it. Don't you trust me?
I don't trust myself right now.
Isn't that the same thing?
Jala? Jala? Seriously, Jala, cover the rice and let it cook in the coconut milk. Are you really giving me the silent treatment? Today, of all days.
I say something wrong every time I open my mouth, so...
That's more like it.
Stir the rice before it goes lumpy, or we'll have to start all over again. You won't completely embarrass me in front of Patti. This time try to stir the rice as though you're not expressing your buried resentment towards me.
How about you stop taking out your anxiety about Patti coming tomorrow on me?
I'm just trying to help you.
You're not good enough for her, so today nothing I do is good enough for you.
Keep going, Jala. You're on a roll.
Well, guess what, Ma? Maybe I'm not perfect. Maybe you aren't perfect either.
Sing it, sister.
Impressive. I see. You're worried about Aruni. That's what this drama is all about.
Wow, did she even hear you? Are you going to let her get away with minimizing our feelings?
You don't think she'll forgive you. You're scared to face her.
If you had that much insight into my feelings, why did you spring a deadline on me this morning? It's hard enough to work through our issues without you pressuring me all of a sudden.
You have no idea how complicated my relationship with Patti is, how hard it is for me, so don't presume. No, don't say anything. The rice needs to cool off, and so do we. All I'm asking for is a little empathy, Jala.
No, you just want me not to show you up in front of Patti.
Why can't you just be on my side for once?
Why can't you be on mine?
I'm always on your side, Jala. You're the only one who doesn't see that. Oh, kitty baths should be made with love, not anger. So let's set this argument and the rice aside, all right?
Are you really going to let her end the conversation like that? What gives her the right?
Maybe now's not the best time to burn everything down.
Coward.
Let's start on the sambal while the rice sets. The richness of the milk rice contrasts with the sambal's heat. See, Jala? Everything has to be a balance.
And sometimes it's easier for someone with fresh eyes to notice when something's off.
And sometimes it's better to trust those with many years of experience.
Unfortunately, people can get set in their ways.
Or they know that some recipes should be followed exactly for the best results. I think you should focus on what you're going to say to Aruni instead of interfering with me and my mother.
You've never actually talked about her. You just go into this frenzy whenever she visits.
Not everything is easy to talk about, Jala.
So let me get this straight. She's allowed to meddle in your life, but you can't even ask questions?
Now, chop up the onions. Roughly will do. They don't have to be perfect. We'll grind them up later.
Ha!
I handed you that one. You're learning.
You're doing so well, Jala. Why are you stopping now? Just because she made a joke?
I can't believe her.
Stop swallowing it all down. You know exactly what you want to say to her. What you've always wanted to say.
I can't.
You can. Just spit it out.
Sometimes you are just like your mother.
Yes. Didn't that feel good?
I feel kind of lightheaded. That's good, right?
That's relief. That's release. That's catharsis, baby.
Say something, Ma.
Add the red chili flakes. More than you think you'll need. Sambal needs to be fiery. My time hasn't been wasted. You know, Jala, sometimes I hate how much I see myself in you. I moved continents to get away from my mother. Compared to that, you didn't go that far.
Do you hate me for what I did? Leaving town? Cutting myself off?
Of course I did. I hated you because it felt like I failed at loving you. But really, I hated myself. And I missed you.
Ma,
Look at that. Time to crush everything up with the mortar and pestle. Go on now. I admit, I'm somewhat impressed. You came back home. That's the important thing. And the last thing I want to do is drive you away again.
I didn't mean to say what I said. I don't know what happened.
Oh, sure, blame me. That's much easier, isn't it? You coward.
I don't want you to feel like you have to run away from me, Jala.
Can't you see she's manipulating you?
Look at that. We're nearly done with this Kiribat. And not too soon.
Do you really think you fixed anything today? No way, you just papered over the cracks.
Second to last step, add the cured tuna. Keep that focus. I know I said you have to fix things with Aruni, but it's all right if you can't. I'll just deal with whatever Patti has to say about it. I mean, who cares what my mother thinks, right? Look, don't answer that. Final step, cut up the kiribat into nice even pieces. Good work. The moment of truth. Time.
So, does it...
It is recognized it's not bad.
I'll take any slim
Start by washing. Very good. I really am. Even, what am I saying? Start by very good. That's good. You won't complete. Oh, so I really very good. Very good. What else do you... Well done, Jala. That's what they say. I knew. Good. I've already given you... Even... What am I saying? Now we let my mouth. Don't be tempted to have a taste. That was exactly right. Well done, Jala. Good work. Impressive. You're unusually focused today. The moment of truth. Time. Start by washing your hands.
You look really well rested today, Amma.
So you're saying I start by...
Is that a new cardigan?
It's the same. Start by...
I like that lipstick shade on you, Amma.
It's the... Start by...
I like that lipstick shade on you, Amma.
Oh, this? Your dad bought it for me. He has a better eye than I do. Very good. Well done, Jala. Touchdown. That's what they say in basketball, no? Your aunt. Then again, I saw. Very good. What else do you expect, Jala? A parade? Very good. I knew you had. You won't complete. Even, what am I saying? I really am an incredible. I've already. That's good. Now we let it cool down a little.
My mouth's watering already.
Don't be tempted to have a taste. You'll burn your mouth. I know from experience. I admit, I'm somewhat impressed. My time hasn't been wasted. That was exactly. You're learning. You've mastered that technique. The moment of truth. Time to taste what you've made.
Indeed.
Hey, can I ask? You're probably the most suspicious little.
Myths are people trying nature. I believe in soundy.
Congrats, Jala. You've reached a new low, getting Mom to emotionally blackmail me into meeting you with Kiribati. I actually expected better of you. Guess that's on me, huh?
You kept avoiding me. I just did what had to be done.
Right. Your entirely voluntary and intentional actions are actually my fault. That's a familiar tune. Isn't it already obvious she doesn't want to be here? And why is this all your fault anyway? She's the older sister.
She's always loved being...
Exactly. So what? You wanted to talk. So talk.
I know I've been a shit sister. I promise I'll do everything I can to make it up to you.
And what about her? I'm the one who's been looking out for you all this time. And I should believe you. Why, exactly? Let's be really honest. You're not back in town to make up with me. Or Mom and Dad. Or anyone else. You came back because Jennifer threw you out. And you had nowhere else to go.
Yeah, it's true. I didn't have the guts to come back till everything blew up in my face. But I'm here now. That's something, right?
Begging for scraps. Pathetic. You know it's not gonna work, right? God damn, Jennifer, I could kill her. I really could. You have no idea how worried I was every time you didn't pick up the phone. I take it she encouraged you to cut off contact with us?
I didn't know how to explain myself to you. You all made it pretty clear that you blamed me. And Jennifer was so understanding. It was just easier to stop calling.
You were protecting yourself. It's understandable. Don't you dare let yourself off the hook that easy, Jala. No, you broke Mom and Dad's hearts. You are always their favorite.
Are you kidding? You're an engineer. You're getting married to a man. A brown man. You're the kind of daughter Asian moms invent to brag about. They'd hide me in a closet.
I can conclusively say there is no closet in the world that could contain you, Jala. You know, Auntie C actually cried. That old battle axe... Forget it. It's done now. I just want to know one thing. You and Tyler. Are you still in love with her?
Can I take a rain check on that question, please? Possibly forever.
For God's sake, Jala, you better figure it out before you go blundering back into her life. Either you really need to pee, or you have a question you're dying to ask. Which is it?
How's have you been, really? How's work? Any planes fall out of the sky recently?
Keep your voice down. Everyone knows I'm an engineer at Boeing, dummy.
Should be illegal to love your job this much.
I got a promotion last month, and it's also where I met Ahmed.
I bet it came with a salary bump. You're picking up the tab, right?
When have you ever picked up the tab, brat? Your ass is so broke, it probably does need a team of engineers to fix it. Okay, I hate her, but that was a burn.
So, is Ahmed the man of your dirty dreams? Are you in love? Is he good in bed?
Yes, and you have no idea. For some reason, he really wants to meet you and cares about your dumb opinion. He's actually nice and a good person whose soul hasn't been crushed by life. Try not to be a complete mega bitch when you meet him.
Promise.
How can she say that about us? You're barely a deca bitch. A kill-a-bitch at worst.
Arnie, be honest with me. I need to know. Are we good?
Good? I hate you for not calling. I hate Jennifer for taking advantage of you. I hate Mom and Dad for not doing more. I hate myself for ever letting her near you.
And you hate me too? You can say it.
Do you really need to hear it? You know it's true. Let's just say there's a lot of hate to go around.
So where do we go from here?
We both made mistakes. We can keep going over them or just move forward. I'll forgive you if you forgive me.
Deal.
Maybe she forgives you now, but do you think she'll ever really look at you the same way? Every time you make the tiniest mistake, hurt her feelings, say the wrong thing, it'll all come crumbling down. How long do you think you can keep up the perfect sister act, Jala? Do you even really want to? I guess whatever happens between us, I can't stop being an older sister. I spoke to Tyler for you last night. Set up a meet. She'll be waiting for you outside the skate park. Don't thank me. Just promise me one thing. Stay celibate until my wedding.
Aw, there she is. I heard about that strange mascot and his antics at the park. How are you holding up, Jalu baby?
Tyler was trying to investigate what was happening with the park. And instead, I got involved in all this bear cult crap and totally messed it up. He's got his grip on everything even tighter now.
So you regroup and you try again. Kiddo, no despot holds power forever. Hubris always blows up in their faces. You'll both get back in there. It's just a matter of time. You'll see.
Or, hear me out, we have the Midas touch, except everything we touch turns to garbage instead of gold.
Now listen, if you're still feeling bad tonight, I'm headed over to the tool belt with your mom after I close up shop. You should join us.
I didn't know Mom liked to go out drinking.
With the way you and your sister are driving her nuts, she needs a night out.
Do you mean my sister's wedding?
If I meant that, I would have said that. Come on. All those screws in our head need some loosening. And margaritas sound like just the lubricant.
I know she's a mechanic, but gross.
On second thought, your mom needs a break from you. Invitation rescinded. Make your own fun tonight, kiddo.
So, everyone, don't freak out, but I have someone to introduce. The person who actually gave me the idea for this little scheme.
Aroni?
I should have known.
Wait! I thought this was all my idea!
Oh, sweetie, yes. That's obviously what they wanted you to think.
But why?
I didn't want all of you causing drama at my wedding.
Okay, no. I refuse to pretend that secretly masterminding your sister's exes into messy confrontations with her is the low drama option.
I needed to keep her occupied. I wasn't ready to talk it out with her.
So you used us as distractions?
Fine, I also wanted to torture her a bit. Maybe a lot.
To know Jala is to want to torture her.
Please don't make that sound like such a sex thing.
Sorry.
Fun as it has been to watch this drama play out, it's time to face what I've been avoiding.
Your mom called you, huh?
Threatened me, more like. What about you, Tyler? Isn't it time you two actually talked?
No, no way. Absolutely not.
I am asking you as your friend. I mean, I like you more than my sister right now. Do it for me.
Oh, your entire bloodline is cursed.
I'm taking that as a yes.
One of us!
One of us!
One of us?
Oh, shut up before I change my mind.
Are you sure you want to do this? Tyler's not going to be easy to deal with.
It's never gonna get any easier.
This is Tyler. She's the first friend Jala made after our parents moved us to America. Her best friend. For a while, her only friend. Maybe that's the reason Tyler's always been a little possessive.
Excuse me?
Territorial? Oh, or how about proprietary? They fell in love when they were 14. They've been the on-again, off-again, grand queer romance of Timber Hill since then. The real mystery is why Tyler put up with the parade of hopeless losers, manipulators, and creeps Jala dated during their breakups. Low self-esteem, maybe?
Is that what you think of me? And hello to you too, by the way.
No, you forgave me because you were self-assured. You loved me, you understood me, better than I did myself sometimes.
But you really didn't understand me at all, did you? You want to dig up the past, Jala? Fine. I guess some things just won't stay buried.
Is this front you're putting up supposed to intimidate us? Oh, please.
Wait, your bitchy, self-critical inner voice looks and sounds like Aruni?
Guess you can see me as well as hear me in your inner world. Great.
Of all the people to be stuck with 24/7, my older sister.
Is there any point hating you when you're doing such a good job of doing it yourself?
Give it a rest, Tyler. If you really hated Jala, why would you even be here? I had more respect for you when you kept your distance from us. But to come crawling back like this? Oh, it's really pathetic. More than that, it's obvious.
Be very careful what you say next, Jala.
I can't control what comes out of her mouth.
She's you idiot. She's just saying what you're thinking. The words that come out of her mouth, you're just too scared to say them yourself.
You've always understood us so well, haven't you? But I know you too, Tyler. You want to know the real answer to the mystery of why you always forgive us? Why you'll forgive us even now?
You unbearably arrogant asshole. Go on then. Say it.
You're still in love with Jala. You never stopped. You never will. You don't know how.
You could never make up your mind about me, about your family, about your whole goddamn life.
Sergio. And Bruno?
What the hell is going on?
Hell is just right. Welcome to hell, Jala. My hell. The hell you put me through.
Do you think she's planning to bury us alive in this graveyard of your past mistakes?
Maybe she'll be merciful and kill us first.
Oh, Jala. Don't be so silly. I want you alive. There's no use in tormenting the dead. And you have tormented me, Jala. Everywhere I look in this town, I see the after images of us. You're tangled in my past. You linger in my future. No matter what I do, I can't escape you. You haunt me, Jala. Now it's my turn to return the favor.
Bro! You're back! I was so bummed you left town.
Yeah, bro. This lame town just couldn't handle my awesomeness. I had to split because of my secret trauma, you know?
That's deep, man. Women love secret trauma.
I know. That's why I made some up, obviously.
Wow! You're like a genius, bro!
You barely know Bruno, but we went to school with Sergio since the 3rd grade. Were you really not paying any attention?
I can't be expected to pay attention to the grunts they make in between guzzling protein shakes.
I followed you around like a little puppy dog. But you never really loved me, did you? I guess I made it too easy for you, huh?
Pathetic, isn't he? But was I any different to you?
He wasn't afraid to like someone more than they liked him. That's not pathetic, it's brave.
Braver than either of you.
Ha! Maybe you're right. Maybe both of us were too proud for our own good. But I didn't crush your pride into the dirt over and over and over again. You didn't make it easy for me to be brave, Jala.
Looks like Tyler's determined to resurrect the ghosts of the past. They're the shield she's using to avoid her real feelings. Put them down so we can get to the truth.
Like how...
No one ever really leaves this town, John. All it took was one smile and a mouthful of sweet promises. You didn't even really want me.
And me. How was it so easy to let go of everything we had?
You knew me. He didn't. That was the appeal.
I knew my obliviousness was sexy.
You wanted someone who didn't know you because you wanted to pretend to be someone else.
Just for a while.
And of course, you expected me to be waiting for you whenever you decided to come home.
Hello again, Super Freak. I really love what you've done with the place.
Don't call me that.
I had so many nicknames for you back in school, remember? A creature of the night, Death Becomes Her. Oh, and my favorite, Ferris Buttless.
Ouch.
It's like you conjured her straight out of my worst fears. The kind of girl who was every kind of girl I wasn't. Hate grows like a tune.
Like falling in love in reverse.
No! It's.
You were certainty and I wanted freedom. Can't you understand that?
I never held you back. Don't you dare put that on me.
I still think about how the things you let me do to you, the promises you whispered, all those first times.
She bullied me, Jala. She made my life hell. And you had a relationship with her behind my back. Of all the people in the world, how could you betray me with her?
I really just planned to confront her about bullying you. Get her to knock it off. But then, I don't know, emotions ran high. Before I knew it, we were kissing.
Yeah, it was just a spur of the moment thing that went on for months behind.
Okay, seriously, shut up.
No. I can't believe I'm saying this, but let Dia speak. Did you tell Dia that I told you to break up with her? I made you break up with her.
Oh my god, is that really why you broke up?
So you didn't tell her it was me. Why not?
I didn't want her to think you were, you know, needy and possessive.
No, how sweet. True love is covering up for each other's toxic traits.
Do you regret asking me to?
No. Yes. I always wondered whether you were me giving you that ultimatum. It poisoned all the choices you made after. Be careful what you wish for, huh? I'm so sorry, Tyler. I didn't mean to hurt you. Why do you always look at me like I'm about to bully you?
Spare Shahrukh. He's innocent. I'm the one at fault. I will bear my guilt for eternity.
Come on, Irfan isn't that weepy and self-righteous.
Close enough.
The entire school found out that you cheated on Tyler with me. It wasn't just a betrayal. It was a humiliation. You're an expert at taking people's dignity, aren't you, Jala?
I still found a way to swallow my pride and take you back. I made so many excuses for you. But that was the first time I regretted loving you. Not the last.
I really thought we were done. That I'd lost you.
Forgiving you then made you think you could walk all over me.
No, Tyler, that's not what I meant.
It's true, though. You counted on her forgiveness after that.
Auntie! My parents loved you.
Gosh, I have no idea what that might be like. I know our relationship was collateral damage and your little self-implosion 3 years ago. But seriously, what was so wrong with your life that you had to blow it up?
I just cracked, okay? It wasn't any one thing.
You didn't even break up with me face to face. You called me from a payphone to tell me you'd fallen in love with someone else.
It's not the betrayal she couldn't take. It's the disrespect.
I mean, Jesus, Jala. You called collect.
This has gone on long enough. Tyler doesn't need you anymore, Jala. She's got me looking out for her.
It's okay. You can.
I've been right here this entire. Face it, Jala. You're jealous that Tyler has me in her life now. How does it feel to be replaced?
It's a good thing that Tyler has someone in her life she can count on. You've been there for her. I'm grateful to you, Andale.
How
You pretend you don't care.
Have I mentioned how much I hate being in the middle of this?
I know you, but you replaced me with.
And whose fault?
Ugh, here we go.
Can't you see I'm trying to have a moment here?
Whatever, you're so predictable.
Tell me the truth. Did you come back here for me, Jala?
You're part of it. But I left a lot of damage behind when I left. I came back to fix what I could. I'm sorry. Is that disappointing?
No. I'm relieved, actually. Maybe we can work out a way to coexist without being the center of each other's worlds. I mean, really? We were a complete disaster together, weren't we? It'd almost be funny if I didn't still want to cry every time I look at you.
Does this graveyard represent all your cold, dead dreams?
I like my dreams cold and dead.
Aren't you both tired of all these half-truths and evasions? As usual, it's up to me to do the dirty work. You want to know who she really is, Tyler? How she really feels about you? I'll tell you. You deserve to know. Maybe that'll help set both of you free.
Arnie, if Jala wants to tell me, she can tell me herself.
Yeah, Jala. Why don't you tell her yourself? Or I will.
I wish I'd met you later. You were always right there. I took you for granted.
You're not buying that, are you? You take what you want from people, but it'll never be enough for you. There's something so empty inside you. You keep trying to fill it up with other people's admiration. If they want you enough, maybe you'll finally feel like you're worth something.
Hey, stop it! Don't talk to her like that.
I'm her. Don't you get it? I'm inside her head. You think you know her? You're wrong.
Arnie, please.
You want to know the real secret? What we know that you don't, what we've always known. You never loved her. Not the real her. No one could.
What do you even want from me, Jala? What right do you have to ask anything of me? What we are, it's more than romance. I mean, screw romance. That's the least of what I feel for you.
No, please. Stop. I'll start getting ideas.
I can't forgive you for breaking my heart. I don't think I can ever trust you with it again, but I wasn't just your ex. We were best friends. You're my family. That part of me will always love you.
I'll always love you, Tyler. I'd say you're my soulmate if I believed in that kind of thing. No more ghosts, okay?
Before you say anything, let me just say this. Let's start small, okay? No blood oaths, no grand gestures, no promises of forever. Just two people who care being a small part of each other's lives.
I guess the only thing we've never done with each other is take things slowly.
We're trying this new thing called having boundaries.
Good luck, you're already flirting.
Ah, that reminds me. That Aruni in your head, you know she's nothing like your sister, right?
She's a better version of Aruni than your version of Irfan, at least.
I almost forgot how competitive you are, which is incidentally not my point.
What is your point?
I don't think she's good for you, Jala.
Jala needs me. You don't even want her back. Why do you care?
Damn it, boundaries, Tyler. I said it, and now I'm done. I trust you to take care of yourself. So, take care of yourself. Okay.
Are you done for the day?
Jala, why don't we watch some TV?
Sure thing, Dad.
Well, I'm going out with Chandra. We should talk in the morning, Jala.
Well, that's not too cryptic.
Night, Jala.
So, a little birdie told me today was a big day for you.
It's me. I'm the birdie.
Auntie, you're here?
Uh-huh. Rukmini overdid it with the cocktails tonight. I brought her home safely. While I was here, I thought I'd help my little brother cope as well.
Or you never cook and you came to raid my fridge.
Leftovers and coffee would go so good with all the tequila inside me.
I'll admit, it's strange to see you rattled, Daddy.
Ah, what a lifetime of thinly veiled resentment from an in-law can do.
That's not very fair, Chandra. It's not thinly veiled. Speaking of nerves and complex relationships, Tyler and Aruni. Well, we don't have to talk about it if you don't want to, Jala Banana.
I don't really know where to begin. It's a lot.
Well, how are you feeling right now?
I feel like I handed in a piece of homework that was long overdue. This constant nagging anxiety that's just gone. I think I used up all the feelings I had and then some. I'm in a feeling deficit right now.
And now, Patti will be here in the morning.
Dun dun dun.
Did that sound laden with dread? I meant it to sound happy. You know, yay, my mother-in-law, who I love and respect, is visiting.
Mom can't hear you right now. I'd just save your energy to muster up some fake enthusiasm tomorrow.
That's the spirit. Come on, Jala. What's one more emotionally devastating confrontation? How bad can it possibly be? Eh?
Cheers to that.
You're both terrible, and I appreciate you so much right now.
Jala, I'm sorry. I know I went too far yesterday. I took over, I made you say things you didn't want to say. I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's my fault. I've let this go on too long. I need to let you go.
Oh, just like that, huh? After everything I've done for you. You think if you cut me out, you'll be whole? You can push me down so deep that you can't hear my voice, but I'll still be there, waiting. In the dark. I'm part of you. How can you just abandon me?
Deep down, you want this too.
Jala, don't do this! I'm scared.
You're the part of me I couldn't love. You're fickle, you're mean, you're vain and self-righteous. You're so angry. I felt like I needed to change myself to be loved. Cut those parts out, suppress them.
But the more you did, the more I came out in ways you didn't expect.
I'm not hiding from my shadow anymore. I see you. I know you. I accept you. Thank you for everything you've done. You're a part of me. You'll always be a part of me.
Stop blubbering and just do it, Jala. All this sentimentality is giving me a headache.
I couldn't have hallucinated a better sister. Goodbye, Irony.
Goodbye, Jala.
I'm glad you two have made up.
We were ordered to.
Now that's exactly the sort of comment your grandmother will pounce on. I'm asking you to be on your best behavior. I am begging you. Can you both please do this for me?
I promise, Ma.
No. Mom, this is ridiculous. Why do we have to put on a show for Patti?
This is not the time for this discussion, girls.
Why not?
Because she's here.
My 3 favorite girls, all gathered in this cozy little kitchen. Have you missed me, darling?
It's so good to see you, Amma. You must be hungry after your long flight.
I could eat.
How about I make parathas for lunch, Amma?
You've been telling me how much Jala's improved her. How about you show us what you've learned from your mother, Jala?
But, Amma...
Don't tell me you don't even trust her to make parathas, Rukmini. What do you say, Jala?
Mom's been really patient with me. I'm sure I can manage parathas.
Well, you have confidence at least. I hope you're not going to disappoint us.
Of course she can make parathas, Ma.
I'm so glad I came home for this. It's not uncomfortable at all.
Stop making silly jokes, Aruni. Patti might misunderstand your strange sense of humor.
Oh no, I understand it perfectly.
Do not embarrass me, Jala.
What are you mumbling over there?
I was just asking if Jala washed her hands.
A grown woman like her, you need to ask. Surely you know to always wash your hands before you cook, Jala.
Of course I do. I'm an American, not a heathen.
See, Rukmini, you have to stop babying your children. How will they develop any independence?
Yes, Ma. Very good. Whisk the flour and salt together.
You should sift first, or it'll be lumpy.
Yes, Patti.
Such an obedient child. Your mother had such a smart mouth at your age.
Jala? Obedient? Sure, yeah. That's my little sis. Never put a foot outside the bounds.
I see who did inherit your smart mouth, Rukmini.
Just sieve the flour, Jala.
So, Aruni, you're following in your mother's footsteps and marrying a foreigner.
His name is Ahmed.
Did I say something wrong? It's just a fact. He's not Indian.
Well, technically, neither am I. My dad's Sri Lankan and my passport's American.
Not Indian. And you, Jala? You're also an American?
Will you tell me if I'm whisking properly, Patti?
Really? You need supervision to whisk some flour? Oh, go on then. I warned you, Rukmini. If you take these girls to America, they'll be rootless. Thousands of years of history and culture reduced to Bollywood movies and pretty outfits.
I don't even like Bollywood movies.
They barely even speak Tamil. My God, the poetry you've stolen from them.
I'm really more of a prose girl.
Can't confirm. I'm not even entirely certain Jala can read.
Hey! That's because you've never read Thiruvalluvar.
Girls, please.
We used to stay up so many nights, drinking endless cups of tea and quoting poetry to each other. Didn't you want to have that with your own daughters? Don't tell me you don't grieve the loss of it.
Time to incorporate the oil into the flour, Jala.
Huh. You haven't changed at all. Fine. Avoid the question.
The technique's important here, so be careful. Looks good, Jala. Now roll out the dough.
Looks good. This shoddy job. Do it again, Jala, and pay attention this time.
Sorry, Patti. I was distracted.
This house is in such a state of domestic disorder. It's a wonder anyone can get anything done. Do it again. Properly this time.
Now we wait for the dough to rest.
No. You just stand there. I'll teach Jala the proper way to make parathas.
I'm just really clumsy this morning, Patti.
I'm just really clumsy this morning. Blah.
What was that, Aruni?
Nothing, Mom.
Throw that dough away. We're starting again. Go wash your hands again. Come back with a fresh mind.
That'll take more than a hand wash.
Thanks, Aruni. What a helpful remark.
It's just sisters bickering. What are you fussing about?
Very good.
What's this I hear about you taking a sabbatical year before college, Jala? How you can take a sabbatical before you even begin, I don't know. Have you started applying for the new semester?
I'm not really sure if it's for me, Patti.
You really shouldn't delay your education. Wait, sorry. Did I hear that correctly? You're not sure if you're going to college. What is going on here, Rukmini?
It's an ongoing discussion.
You've been lying to me. Clearly, everything is not fine in your house. Your mother is an educator and you're not going to college? This is just a slap in the face.
Time to sift the flour.
Your daughter is throwing away her future and you want to talk about flour? Wow, this is really parenting, Minnie. Well, what can I say to that? Sift! Sift, Jala! Do you even know what I had to sacrifice to get an education myself? To get my daughter educated? She could have done her post-graduation, done a PhD, used that brilliant mind of hers. Instead, she threw it all away to marry that man and become a teacher here in this backwater American town.
Backwater?
Please. This town is the size of a village back home.
I made my decision a long time ago, Amma. And believe it or not, I'm happy.
Do you have any other choice but to pretend to be happy? Add more salt, Jala. You're being too tentative. I told you that your daughter would one day make you cry the same bitter tears you made me cry.
It's not the same thing.
Don't tell me you approve of this I'm not going to college nonsense.
Of course I don't.
It's my life at the end of the day.
So my opinion doesn't matter? I'm your grandmother. My blood runs in your veins. You don't even think you owe me an explanation. Go get some yogurt, Jala. It makes the dough softer.
I don't do that anymore, Amma.
Fine, just mix it as it is. Who cares how it turns out? You've obviously given up on teaching your children anything.
Aruni, Jala, do not say a word. Jala, mix the ingredients. It's nearly lunchtime and there's still a lot left to do.
No, forget about lunch. Forget the parathas. None of this is about the goddamn parathas. Pati, you just want to find fault with everything Mom does, and you're taking it out on Jala.
Is this how you've taught your children to speak to their elders?
Aruni, be quiet.
Are you just gonna stand there like a lump or say something?
Let's just try not to make things worse, okay?
Listen to your sister, Aruni.
After everything she's done, you're still standing up for her? I don't even know why I bothered coming home for this.
Aruni.
You're all hypocrites.
Shut up! Don't talk to your mother that way.
No, you don't talk to my daughter that way.
Oh, I understand now. You're all just one big, happy family. I'm the outsider. Is that it?
How could you be an outsider here, Amma? Aruni's just stressed about the wedding. Don't take it to heart.
This isn't Aruni's fault.
Don't get in the way of Mom throwing me under the bus, Jala.
Clearly, I'm the villain ruining this cozy domestic scene.
Amma, no, please don't.
You want to make me the villain? Fine, I'll be your villain. I was born to play that role. Look around, Jala. I exploded this domestic dream because I want to wake you up. Don't you dare sleepwalk into this life. Your sister. She's a lovely girl, but mediocre, just like your father. No ambition, but you, Jala. I see myself in you, just like I saw myself in your mother. I failed her. I'm not going to watch her make the same mistakes with you.
I'm not another chance to fix whatever you think went wrong with my mom. I'm my own person.
Perhaps you should consider that with age comes wisdom. I can see how this little story plays out for you. I've seen it so many times before. Don't misunderstand, Betty. I'm not doing this to be cruel. I just want you to fulfill your potential. You have fire, Jala. People like us, we need to be pushed. We need to be tempered. We were born to burn. Men can make mistakes, but every choice we make, there's a price to pay. So what do you want, Jala? Really? And what are you willing to give up? You think I sent you those suitors, those dimwits and fools? Not one of them.
Then what was the point?
I just wanted to show you I cared. Test you. I'm glad you rejected them. I'm proud of you. You're selfish, just like me, Jack. Selfish isn't the worst thing for a woman to be in a world where we're raised to lose ourselves. These roles of wife and mother consume you, don't you?
Auntie!
Don't you understand? We're not safe. Oh, Sergio!
You know, my mother's not wrong. I never thought I'd leave India before I met your father.
Do you think you should have stayed? Is coming to America what you really wanted?
It's hard to see anything else but the life I have now. I stopped imagining other lives a long time ago.
Isn't it better to focus on what is?
Maybe. That's why sometimes what my mother says is hard to hear. Don't do this, Jala. Don't fight her. You won't win.
I've never seen you back down from a confrontation before. I don't get it.
You're like me, Jala. People make less sense to me the more I love them. Sometimes I think you're just like me. And other times, I don't know you at all. You'll only get hurt if you go back up there, Jala. Just give it up.
No. I've always taken the path of least resistance. But this time, I'm choosing to fight. I refuse to back down.
Well, this is certainly a nightmare of intergenerational trauma from which we devoutly wish to wake.
Tyler? What are you doing here?
What do you think? I'm here to help you, dummy.
We were having a fight over paratas, but not really paratas. And then the house exploded, and now this!
Yeah, it's a lot. But now you have me. No fear, okay?
Maybe a few fears. Dia!
Oh, I finally get a chance to do one of these narrator intros. As other grandparents succumb to the ravages of age, Pati does yoga every morning, has all her own teeth, and can hear someone whispering gossip from across a crowded room. I've always suspected Pati absorbs life force from the people around her, like a vampire, but for other people's failures.
She's not that bad.
Look where you are!
Are you mumbling to yourself, Jala? Didn't your mother teach you any manners? When an elder speaks, you should listen! All I want to do is guide you. Why do you twist everything I do?
Mom would be happier if she never spoke to you again.
I really thought your mother would come to rescue you by now.
You and me both.
It's all been too easy for you. That's why you're so lost.
Everyone in the family says I take after you, Pati.
Do you think I want you to get married because I'm sentimental about it? No. My husband was a self-important, narrow-minded alcoholic. I'm supposed to be sad and lonely now he's dead. But I'm not. I'm relieved.
Did he love you?
I'm sure he did, in his way. He loved his clean house, his iron shirts, his hot meals. Can there truly be love without equality? My husband thought he was the undisputed master of the house. My master.
It's hard to imagine Pati in that situation, but that was the reality for a lot of our grandmas and great-grandmas and great-great-grandmas from every culture.
So you see, Jala, I'm being pragmatic. They don't call it the marriage market for nothing. It's a transaction. Pick a man to take you places, or work 10 times harder to get yourself there instead. What you can't do, my girl, is what you have been doing, and that's neither. Love isn't handing out gold stars and giving hugs. It's cold hard truth. It's bitter medicine. Have you ever thought the reason you've never truly felt at home here is because you're not? That maybe you're struggling to find yourself because you're looking in the wrong place?
Well, what are you saying, Bhatti?
I'm saying that part of yourself you feel is missing, you won't find it here. Come back home to India with me, Jala. Restore what was stolen from you.
But I've lived here as long as I can remember. My friends, my family, my whole life is here.
People transform their lives all the time, Jala. Isn't that what you tried to do when you left this little town? Of course, it's daunting to try something new. But it's exciting too. A new start, new possibilities.
What would I even do in India?
You'll never know until you try, I understand you, Jala. I accept you. You belong with me. Sometimes speaking across the generation gap is like speaking across different universes.
Bet you wish you were in a different universe right now, huh?
Seriously.
It's time someone taught you a hard lesson, Jal. Let's settle this like grown women with the most powerful weapons of all.
Uh-oh.
Our word.
Auntie!
Do you know how hard I had to fight for my education? To get my daughter educated? And now your family wants you to go to college, but you throw away the chance?
Academics aren't everything. My life won't end if I don't go to college.
What a slap in the face to all the girls in the world who could only wish for such a chance. A teacher's daughter speaking like this. I knew Rukmini failed in her profession, but looks like she failed as a mother too.
Don't say that about her!
You think you're an American? That you'll ever really be one of them? You'll always be a second-class citizen here.
I'm American. I'm Indian. I'm Sri Lankan. I'm not any one thing. I'm all of them. I'm me.
What an individualist perspective. You live in this place which feasts on stolen riches and think you're different from these colonizers. Ha! You're even worse, because you've turned your back on your own.
I am not seduced by the materialist comforts of the imperial core. I'm not.
I can accept it if you don't want to get married, Jala, truly. But children? Children are a roll of the dice, thrown into our collective future, a way to keep playing long after you're gone. Don't you believe in the future, Jala?
Having children isn't the only way you can leave a legacy, to have a life that's meaningful.
Excuses! Don't you think your mother knows the reason you don't want children is because she failed you as a parent?
I'm not refusing to have children to hurt Mom.
But you know you're hurting her. You're breaking her heart. You think you're protecting your mother from me? You're wrong, Jala. I'm hard on her because I love her. You don't even know her.
You have Mom turning herself inside out for your approval. You've convinced her she needs you. You made that empty place in her soul, and you dangle the promise that she'll be whole if only she dances to your tune. I'm sorry for whatever made you this way, but I am done with your power games.
You have no idea the sacrifices I made for her. For all of you.
You want the truth, Bati?
Jala, maybe you should calm down.
No, it's time someone actually stood up to her. You know what, Bati? I hate you.
You... What?
I hate the way you talk to Mom. How you look down on Dad. How you dismiss Aruni. You're cruel. You passed that cruelty to Amma. And it's in me, too. No matter how unhappy you made her, Amma always came back for more. You taught me that love is a trap. That's why I could never commit to anyone or anything. I was too afraid. You made love something I was terrified of. I hate how much power you have over me. Over Mom.
Stop it!
Did you feel that?
I hate that I love you, Bati. I hate that I can't stop. You came here and you turned our family into a battlefield. But this isn't a battlefield. It's my home, not yours.
You... How dare you?
Jala Jaratne, it's time to call your mother.
Mom!
My girls aren't a chance to rewrite the past. They're new beginnings, Amma. We need to let them write their own stories.
Yes, I understand. I'll leave after the wedding. You won't have to see me again.
Amma, no, that's not what we want.
It's all right. I don't have long left to live. No need to come home for my death rites. You're all busy, and you're holding too much resentment in your hearts. I understand.
You're part of our family, Pati. We love you.
And it's never too late to change.
Change? I'm an old woman, Betty. I'm set in my ways.
Come on, Ma. You'll outlive all of us.
Well, the doctor did say I have the spinal health of a 30-year-old. I don't know. I have to think about it. I have to think about many things.
You're not wrong, Amma. My life would be so much easier if I'd married a man you picked out for me, walked along the path you cleared. It would have been easier.
But
So, Arvind, you've been retired from the pharmacy for what? 3-4 years now? No regrets?
none. I have so much more time for birding. I even built a little hide in the backyard.
He's a bird watcher, Amma.
No, Minnie, I don't just watch them. I listen too. That's why we prefer the term birding, as I've told you before.
Like I said, he's a bird watcher.
Do the birds need to be watched?
Best to keep an eye on them, just in case.
Well, you can never be too vigilant.
I want to make it clear that I do not bird, despite Irvin's best efforts.
The things I could tell you about the yellow-rumped warbler, not to mention the cedar waxwing.
Arvind, not all of us share your obsessions. Amma's still jet-lagged. She'll fall asleep at this rate.
Oh, sorry, I get carried away. It's a passion of mine, you know.
No, it's okay. Tell me about it. I want to know.
You... Really?
Yes, really. Now, come on. What in God's name is a yellow-rumped warbler?
Your grandmother is actually having a civil conversation with your father. The age of miracles is upon us.
Do you really think it'll last?
Let's hope it lasts until your wedding, at least.
You know, I'm starting to think that Ahmed is a figment of your imagination.
Thanks, Jala. He actually is the man of my dreams. He's picking up his parents at the airport. You'll get to meet him later. Please don't be weird.
I hate to ruin a lovely occasion with sincerity, but I'm proud of you two.
Aw, thanks, Auntie C.
I mean, the state of your triceps and lats are a constant source of shame to me, but I guess you can't have everything.
I'm glad you came back to town, Jala. I have to admit, I didn't think it turned out this way. I never thought we'd actually be friends.
I'm glad we're friends too, just for the record.
Right? It's weird, isn't it? Emotional maturity. Who would have thought? I'm proud of us.
Can you at least buy me a drink before you get all sincere?
I mean it.
I know you do. Shut up.
I'll always be your friend, Jala. Whenever you need me. Remember that, okay?
Look, I'm here, but let's not make a big thing of it, okay? I'm still reserving judgment.
I was sure you'd say you were here for Tyler's sake, not mine.
Tyler can look after herself. I think it's best if we try to have an entirely separate relationship.
That would make a change. Wait, is it too soon to joke about that?
It's fine. Just about. But don't. Here's to putting the unfortunate past behind us, Jala. Who knows? Perhaps in the future, we'll even be friends?
A little slow tonight, isn't it? Yes, Ms. Jayaratna, what will it be? I'll set them up, you'll knock them down, one by one.
Nice dig. I get it. You played me. Well done. But did you have to leave those poor kids huddled for warmth under the fluorescent sign in the alley?
No need to be so combative. There would be no losing side if you were simply on mine. Join us. You would help us elevate our mission, shape the future. We both know you're the best skater from Timber Hills to Portland, Oregon. Maybe even Portland, Maine.
Don't you get it? It's not gonna happen. In fact, I'm never gonna give up on running you out of here, so get ready.
Soon enough you'll see. You'll all see. The day of reckoning is upon us, and all will be remade in my image. But wouldn't it be ever sweeter still if that visage includes your personal flair? Don't answer now. Think about it and remember. All work and no play makes Jala a very dull girl.
I'm really not that stuck up, confused, yearning little girl I was back in middle school. I've been through the fire, Jala, and I've come out stronger. Honestly, I'm kinda amazing. I just don't want you to regret passing all of this up.
Do you really think we could actually make it work without the power games?
Oh, but playing power games is half the fun. And we both know who'd come out on top, don't we? Oh, Jala, just think about it, okay? If you just give me a chance, I'd blow your mind.
Look, I know I said I wanted to move on, but this time we've spent together, it's made me realize that you're not just a grade school fantasy for me. You're the one, Jala. What I feel for you, it's real.
Why are you so fixated on these outdated concepts, Sergio? The first, the one, I don't believe in any of that.
But you do believe in love, don't you? You know what? It doesn't matter. I believe enough for the both of us. I can imagine our future together, Jala. I believe in it. Can you see it too?
What are you looking at me like that for? Please don't tell me of some kind of dramatic announcement.
I've had enough dramatic announcements to last a lifetime. I yearn for calm.
In this room, there's more chance of a riot.
At least it won't be boring.
The opposite of messy isn't boring, Jala.
Do you have any idea where we go from here?
That's one thing I promised myself. You are no longer part of my future plans. I was so fixated on you and me that I almost didn't notice. I actually like the life I've built for myself. I like my job, I like my friends, I like being single. There's so much more space in my life when you're not in it. I'm willing to let you back in, but it'll be different than it was.
Tyler.
I don't mean that in a bad way. Let's just see how it goes, okay?
Indeed. Indeed.
Oh, hey, Jala, you're headed out? Ugh, the level of thirst in this room right now. Reminds me of chaperoning your prom. I just wanted to... Yeah, damn it. Can I give you some advice? Yeah, why bother asking when you're gonna do it anyway? Fine, point taken. I know everyone in this room wants something from you. And you love to feel wanted, but don't let their ideas of what your future should be close yours down. I envy you a little, you know? Yes, there's uncertainty and doubt in not knowing exactly what you want. But there's so much possibility, too. The world is wide open to you, Jala. Enjoy it. That's the whole point.
Indeed.